Trying to make it back to his feet, but he's being stalked by his opponent.
Watch out here.
Look at this double drop kick right into the corner.
Oh, man. He's in big trouble now, and it looks like, I think he's feeling it. Yes, he's going to the top, Cole.
This isn't going to be pretty. Ah! Right to the midsection. That'll break a rib. This could be it. Here's the cover. Hook of the leg. And it's over.
Man, oh man. Off the top rope with such force and velocity, and there it is. He's the champ. Wow, what a victory.
Huge victory here tonight. And the celebration continues.
Listen to the response from this huge crowd here tonight. All his buddies waiting for him out here at ringside to congratulate him. Good job.
Well, he earned that win.
Yeah, that was big. That was big.
Someone to look up to, huh?
Hey yo guys, what's going on? It's Sherrick here, and welcome to WWE 2k17, and it's my career mode. I was really excited to bring this to you. I know it is a couple of days late, but again, still very excited to bring it to you. Really excited about the new changes in this year's career mode. I've been following all of the hype that's been going down since the game was announced and since all this new stuff was in. And as the series goes along, you will get my thoughts on everything that's going on in the game, but I did want to get this out as soon as I possibly could. So as you saw Finn Balor defeating Sami Zayn in that opening cutscene, I'm going to try and cut down on some of there's a lot of cutscenes that go on over this career mode. I've omitted those in this video, so I'm sure if you need to find them, you'd be able to find them pretty easily. But let's get to the action on the screen here. You see TJ Jones. A little bit different model this year, rather over last year. I did some tweaks, changed some stuff that I wanted to have differently, because it's going to be a little bit different from the career mode of last year, which you guys know did not get finished because of the repetitive nature of it. So I'm going to try and make things a bit more interesting this time around. And you see Albert on the outside there giving us some pep talks before we get into some in-ring action. Something that I was really excited about for this career mode is the idea of being able to hold 2 championships. Whether that's going to be something that happens in this career mode, we'll see if that's something that happens. But I was really excited about the prospect of that, and also hopefully it's going to be less repetitive. Like I know I just talked about that, but hopefully we'll be able to make it a bit more exciting for you all. As you see, I'm going to a montage of that first match. Here's TJ Jones beating up Jaden Jet, showing off some showcase moves. I don't exactly know how I feel about the fact that you're kind of given a set move set to work with, as opposed to being able to kind of customize what your character's basic moves are. But on the flip side of that, I do like that they lock some of the moves behind, behind like a paywall. Not like a paywall, you don't pay actual money or use VC, which you can earn in the game. But I like that they don't let you just like have like all these amazing moves when you start out, and you kind of have to like work your way up towards them. I was really excited about the prospect of that once I figured out that's what was going on. And on the screen here, you see using the half and half suplex to throw Jaden Jet over the ring. I decided to customize my tap out shirt because I didn't want to use the black one, and then it dawned on me that Jaden Jet was basically using the same color. I was like, well, that's awkward, but no matter. So you see, I actually tossed Jaden Jet on the outside, hitting him with a suplex, and I'm going to toss him back into the ring. Not going to use the finisher on the outside. Want to get the 3 count here. He did try and get some recovery offense in, but I'm going to hit him with this pump handle suplex. Looking like early Brock Lesnar over here. And he was just throwing everybody when he first got into the WWF. Now I'm going to hit Jaden Jet with a big old key crusher. Boom! Excuse me. Hit him with the key crusher. No pinfall because the pinfall combo ability is not yet active, but we'll be adding that in relatively soon. And you see I get the 3 count on Jaden Jet. Getting that victory. He's like, oh yeah, good match, man. Yeah, right. You got whooped, bro. Let's just be real about it. I also like they added more material customization in the Creator Wrestler. So you'll notice like TJ's shoes are a bit shinier using the metallic ability. I think the tap out logo I also made a little bit shinier as well. So Albert seems like he's somewhat impressed with us. He says we're pretty good for a rookie. It's solid but not exciting. Oh, man, don't you worry. You're gonna get some exciting wrestling coming up. Now, one thing that I did decide to do when I was watching, I watched like Dank Ops and Pulse and Smack Talks cover a little bit of the creative mode, is you have the ability to bypass NXT completely, and I decided very quickly that that was something that I did not want to do. So I believe, I know Chris Danker has done it. I don't know if Pulse has done it necessarily. I have to look. Big Red NY did not skip NXT, and so I figured out that if you do everything well but you lose to Samoa Joe, you can go to NXT. So for lack of better words, I basically kind of threw this match against Samoa Joe. I knew that he would, if he got a submission in on me, that it would be really easy to just be like, okay, oh no, you got me. So I did do my best effort. I was like, you know, all right, if he doesn't try and throw a submission on me, I'm not just gonna like throw this match and like let him pin me. But if he throws a submission on and I can't get out of it, I'm not gonna be too bummed about it, because my ultimate goal was to go to NXT. So I'm gonna have TJ go to NXT and gun for the NXT Championship. I know that might be a spoiler for you guys, but I definitely did not want to just immediately shoot to the main roster. I wanted to get a chance to face off against like Dash and Dawson and Gable and Jordan, who, as of this game, are still in NXT, along with Samoa Joe, Shinsuke, and Sami Zayn, who I think Finn. I think also they have Finn Balor still in NXT as far as like the game is concerned. But they do allow you to. I do think that they shoot Finn and Sami, maybe even Samoa Joe, up to the main roster if you jump to the main roster, just so you have like a bit of variety in your opponents. They also allow you, even if you are on NXT, to compete on main event. So you'll see that coming up, not in this episode, but in the next one. TJ will debut on main event, but I'm not going to tell you against who, because it's going to be an interesting match, I think. In any event, trying to beat up Samoa Joe. My aerial offense this year is lacking. I did upgrade my character before I got into that match against. Actually, I'm not sure if no, I did. I don't know if I actually did upgrade my character before I got into this match against Samoa Joe. But you see here, he locks on the Dragon Sleeper, and I'm doing my. I did immediately try and get out of it, but he chased me down, and thus I tap out to Samoa Joe and that Dragon Sleeper. It was kind of an like, he doesn't do it like Drew Gulak does, which I think is really freaking brutal. That Dragon Sleeper that he does, but. So Joe's gonna walk away. I also cut out the promo battles because they were really long. So I cut out the promo battles. The one against Enzo, I ended up winning, and I do have the footage. If you really want to see it, I can put it up in sort of like a 2k17 extras video if you're interested in seeing it. Let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Also, be sure to give this video a big old thumbs up. That really helps out the channel. So you see there, Albert made his decision. We are in NXT, and our first match is up against Apollo Crews. I'm a 79 overall. I definitely used the VC that you get starting the game off to bump my abilities up. And you see, going into here, we are number 5 in the rankings. So somehow, Scott Dawson is ahead of us. Apollo Crews is ahead of us. That doesn't surprise me that much. Zayn and Joe, with Nakamura at the top as an 86 overall, which I think is kind of a travesty. I would at least call him an 88. And they did revamp the rating system in this game, so you can find like a lot of like your mid-carders, if you will, for lack of better terms, are in the low 80s to late 70s, like high 70s to low 80s, which I find very interesting in a good way. I feel like they now, like, I think there's only like maybe 1 or 2 superstars that actually are at a 90 or above, and I think it should be that way. So a lot of your female wrestlers are you know, like your 70s and 80s, which I think is good. But like you get like to be in the 80s is like the mid to late 80s is actually like a really good superstar. So like AJ Styles is like 89, I think. Kevin Owens, Triple H, like the late 80s, early 90s. John Cena, I think, is like maybe like a 90 or 91. Whereas like Blake and Murphy, I think, are like 81 and 80 or something like that. Lowest ranking, I think, in the game right now is, I think Eva Marie is a 67. And Vince McMahon, I think, is like a 70, which he should be because he's like 70, literally 70 years old. So he has no business being higher than, I think, a 73. Because, anyway, you saw us walking past Blake and Murphy, Triple H in the hallway back at NXT. I find it interesting that I think that they have NXT touring here, where versus just being in Full Sail. But what are you gonna do? TJ Jones walking down to the ring, got his music playing, got the video going on in the background there with his name all over it. I will willingly admit I'm taking a page out of Denker's book and kind of having TJ evolve his attire and his music. Like maybe the music will change. Like the attire is definitely going to change. The video is definitely going to change. But I figured if he's in NXT, they tend not to do like elaborate video packages for NXT. And I think that's also bled onto the main roster. You see now, especially with the new sets, like Dean Ambrose's video is just like his logo shaking on the screen. You know, Bayley's is just her name, and Hug Like a Champ and stuff, as opposed to like what they used to do with the video packages showing the wrestler in action and stuff, which, to be honest, I was a big fan of. But as far as NXT is concerned, I saw that like it was kind of cool that they didn't do like the huge video packages or what have you. And some wrestlers still do have it, as you see on the screen. Apollo Crews, as on cue, as I say, some wrestlers still do have it, but you know, it is what it is. So you see Apollo Crews, I think, who is at the same rating level as TJ here, making his way down to the ring. Big fan of his work. I kind of wish, talking about actual wrestling here, I kind of wish that they had kept him in NXT, even though I know that they felt like they needed like a black guy on the main roster that was like talented or whatever. I just don't feel like he was personally ready to go to the main roster, and I don't think the fans were ready for him to go to the main roster either, because he only had a couple of matches down in NXT. He had that short feud with Baron Corbin, which I think he ended up losing. He lost to Finn Balor after kind of like emerging as like a potential challenger, and then they were just like, okay, now you're on SmackDown, and that was before the brand spoke. That was kind of like debuted on SmackDown, and he's obviously floundered up there. He's lost to Baron Corbin a bunch. He was like a footnote in that match between when Swagger debuted on SmackDown. But hopefully they'll be able to find something to do with him, because he's a talent they should not waste. I feel like he is kind of like Shelton Benjamin in some ways, and that they shouldn't let his talent get squandered. But enough about that, more on the match. You see I'm working Apollo Crews' arm to start off with. My attire is so shiny. I use a lot of the metallic and pearl in his early attire. Going for the pin early, not even a 1 count. Apollo Crews immediately kicking out, bringing him back to his feet, trying to rock Apollo with the early offense, trying to make sure that he doesn't get a chance to get his bearings, and hopefully he does not recover after that. As you see, I'm trying to get him back in the ring and bumping him a little bit, going for the kick. Now we might get another suplex, going for another suplex, snap suplex this time, looking good, and pulling him back to his feet. Like I said, trying to get his bearings to the point where he can't really grab them, and hit him with the jawbreaker, float over, neck breaker. No, but Crews pushes him off. So if you notice, Apollo Crews has that kind of green thing that's on his body avatar in the right corner. And I do like that they added like match buffs and debuffs in here. So for instance, if you taunt or if you reverse a certain way, you could potentially buff your character, versus if you do like a major reversal, which is like the yellow. Sometimes they'll show up in moves. They hit that huge tornado DDT out of the corner. You hit a major reversal, it actually can stop your opponent from reversing your moves for a set amount of time. Now, I feel like they should have, as I hit this big cravat suplex, I feel like they should have made it so that, like, if you are stronger, like if you're more proficient in reversing, that bar drains faster, so that you don't have this huge advantage or disadvantage, depending on which side of the coin you're on, to work against or for. But I do like that they added it in there where, like, you could have a major reversal kind of turn the tide of a match. And I like that it lends more to the back and forth of a match where you can hit a major reversal and then you can kind of, work that against your opponent. So you see I've got 4 reversal slots out of the 5 and I've already used 1. Apollo Crews is down to his last reversal. And he hits the neck crank on me as he takes over, but I'm going to break out of it very quickly. And I also like that they added new kind of reversals into the game. So for instance, like that, he tried to pick me up and he does the neck crank and it kind of shows him immediately getting up out of it. And that was like that counted as a reversal, which I like initially didn't think it was. And even that, like I went for that forearm and it looked like I hit it, but it turned out that I didn't. As Cruz hits that sweet looking Death Valley driver and then he drops a knee onto TJ. 2-star match thus far, but we know that we're going to get it higher up. And then he's going to go for it was looking like he was going to go for a Dragon Sleeper and mimic Samoa Joe, but then he turns it into that big DDT, reverse DDT, dropping another knee. I was really hoping I could get that major reversal, but I wasn't able to access it in time. He goes for his signature Enziguri, but I said no. Looking like the Kimbe Mutombo, hit him with a stall, like not a stalling suplex. I was gonna say a stalling suplex, but a regular suplex. And I'm gonna drop the forearm across his head. Like I said, TJ does not really have the aerial capabilities out of the gate. He's more power. As we're gonna hit him with another cravat suplex, literally picking him up by the head and tossing him across the ring. That has got to hurt. I've never been tossed by my head before, but it just seems like it would be an unpleasant experience. Now I've got the finisher going up, but Cruz is going to reverse and hit a neck breaker. So he's going to pull me back to the middle of the ring. He might go for a pinfall. And Jones, nope, going to kick out immediately. Not even going to give him the satisfaction of a 1 count. He's going to crank on the neck, working the neck a little bit. Successfully this time, not a reversal, so he pulls it 3 times. For the most part, though, they kept everything else in the game, like the working holds and all that stuff is in here. You'll see that I do not use my patented Omega Driver quite yet, but that should be coming in later. Like I was talking about earlier, they have some moves that are hidden behind, like you have to buy like standard moves, and like they have ratings. I haven't been able to figure that out yet, as you see TJ Jones kicking out again before the count of 1. Because a lot of my moves are rated like D in terms of excitement. And so you have D, C, B, and A. And I've already unlocked the A and B moves, but I haven't been able to like find them in the moveset. I don't know if it's like their aerial moves or what have you. I'll just have to figure it out. But in the meantime, going to hit Apollo Crews with that big old suplex off of the apron. And now I'm going to try and drag. No, Cruz is going to kick me off with the reversal. He's going to pose for the crowd. The Apollo Nation pose there. And I'm going to stop him and then hit him with a running forearm. Pull him back to his feet. I don't think he's quite yet ready as I hit him with the head short DDT. I don't think he's quite yet ready for the finishing move. He's still got that buff from his taunting. I'm going to hit him, and now I'm going to hit him with that signature move. Haven't named it yet. 3 knees to the back followed by the reverse DDT. And I think now he's ready. Here it comes. They're looking in for it. And I'm going to... Nope, he's going to reverse it. He reverses the finishing move, pushing TJ off. And now TJ's going to pick him up, hit him with a shoulder breaker. That move was an unexpected surprise. And I'm going to drop another forearm right on his face. Rolling out of the way. You see the crowd is getting hyped. 3.5 stars. I'm trying to taunt him a little bit, get a damage boost going. and pulling him back into the middle of the ring. Another cravat suplex incoming. Another one. It's cravat suplex city up in here as I toss him by his head one more time. Going to go for the pinfall. He's getting pretty close to being able to be beaten. 1, 2, and no! Cruz kicks out before the count of 3. Going to hit him with a soccer kick right to the back. Going to pull him back up to his feet. What does TJ got in mind here? He's going to hit him with a butterfly suplex, it looks like he does. Drops him towards the ropes. His feet might have caught on the ropes there. And Jones picking him back up. Going to hit him with another one. This time, it looks like he's going to go for a pinfall. He does. I don't know how that's a pinning combination, but I'm not going to argue. So the pinfall only gets 2. Pulling him back up to his feet. Looks like he's looking to set Cruz up for another signature move, but Cruz reverses this time. And he's going to pick him back. Oh, he's going to pick him up. Uh-oh. But he's got him for that moonsault press. Oh, he's got him with the moonsault press. And he completes the signature, excuse me, the finishing move, I believe. 1. No! Jones kicks out after 1. Cruz cannot believe it. He activates the comeback. He looks like he's going to try and put TJ Jones down. And he hits him. There it is. Here comes the comeback. 2 clotheslines. Going to hit him with the big stinger splash. I wish I could speak. And then he hits me with the clothesline. I love how it just shows that guy's hang time. Like, he leapt from like just outside of the middle of the ring and was able to connect with that splash. That was really cool. Jones now picking up Cruz. Nope, going for right hand, but no, Cruz is they're going back and forth. Going back and forth, this battle in here. Jones hits him with the neck breaker. This time it connects before Cruz blocked it. Going for a pinfall now. 1, 2, no, Cruz gets the shoulder up just before the 3. You saw the crowd going wild. Soccer kick right to the back of Apollo Cruz. Jones taunting him a little bit. Gonna pick him back up. Gonna see if he can finish him off. Cruz, no! He reverses with a jawbreaker. And he's gonna go for that military press again. Got him up, and he lands. Cruz checking his positioning. Hits him with the moonsault. This one is over. Jones gonna go down, and no! He kicks out! He kicks out after 1! Cruz cannot believe it! 2 moonsault presses, and Jones is not even close to being finished. 4-star match. Cruz gonna pick him up and toss him in that wrestling throw. What does Apollo Cruz have to do to beat this man? He hits him with another big elbow drop. Look at the height that Apollo Cruz got from that elbow drop. Gonna pick him back up one more time, a little slowly, and he goes for a kick. No, Jones gets out of the way, and a suplex with a pin. 1, 2, no, Cruz getting the shoulder up, and the crowd can't believe it. Jones now calling for him to get back to his feet, and he's going to, no, Cruz is going to reverse it, but I don't think Jones is going for the signature there. I think he thought there might be a chance, and he's going to hit him with a couple of forearm slaps to the back of the head. He's got him, knees to the lower part of the spine, and then the reverse DDT. Jones looks like he might be ready for this match to be over. Looks like he's calling for it. Gonna pick him up, and he is going to step through. He's got Cruz in a backpack position. Look at this. And he drops him with a face buster. Look at that. Just drops him. What a unique maneuver. Absolutely innovative offense from TJ Jones as he drops Apollo Cruz. Going for the pinfall now. Ref's gonna run over. 1, 2, and that's going to do it. An instant classic between Apollo Cruz and TJ Jones. But Jones comes out the winner in an instant classic. You see it says up there 4 stars, but it's going to be a 4.5-star match. You have to wait for the end game to come up and show you. And it shows right there, instant classic. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please give it a big old stamp of approval. Subscribe and share if you feel so inclined. As always, I will see you guys right here on this channel for the next one. Peace!
Nice work out there tonight. You keep that up, you'll have a bright future here in NXT.